I'm not going to knock on wood till they can punch one in, but looking better here. Design run. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Oh my God! Are you kidding me right now? Jaxson Dart takes the quarterback draw for 6, untouched to the end zone. Let's go! Oh my God. What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Average Bob, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Giants getting their first win of the season to get to 1-3 against the undefeated Los Angeles Chargers. Got to be honest with you, like most other people going into this one, I was very nervous. It was Jaxson Dart's first start, even though it was in front of a home crowd on a beautiful fall day. Probably felt like summer there in person. I bet a lot of people got sunburned. I probably would. The Giants find a way to get it done across all three facets of the game. They looked way more in sync with what they've done all season. They looked coached up better. They had some better red zone plays, which we'll touch on during this video. And they did a good job of ultimately containing the Chargers, who have been putting up points all season. Their defense really hasn't been scored against, and the Giants were able to do that, also get a 2-point conversion. So there was a lot of good in this game. So I want to highlight that. I want to talk about it. So with that, let's hit play. And if you guys are as pumped up as me about this win, please drop a like button, hit the like button, or give a subscribe. I did say, actually, real quick, if you want to subscribe and come back for more, in my preview video, I did talk about, even though I am a Giants fan, right? This is Giants channel. I did talk about the strength of Omari Hampton and why he should have been someone to invest in from a player prop betting perspective because of the lack of any competition at the running back spot in his position, with Najee Harris blowing out his Achilles the week before. So again, if you followed me and, took those bets, you cashed easily as Hampton went 12 for 128 and a touchdown. So I just wanted to call that out. So if you guys do want to come back, because this is year 4, and for whatever reason, the subs have kind of fallen off, dropped off a cliff. So I just want to throw that out there and ask if you like what you see, come back for more. Okay, so a lot of these play calls that we saw today are plays that they just wouldn't run with Russell Wilson. It is just so many like kind of design RPO plays, right? Like they can run a play here, right? Like this looks like this is a screen at the top, right? He's faking to Singletary, and then it's still, and Runyon's coming over the block as a puller. I would like to see Dart obviously slide, like all of you screaming, like where he got checked out of the game later on. But, it is a crazy, just comeuppance. And I think he did a phenomenal job in game 1 of year 1 that he started. One thing I do want to touch on here is I saw this live. This is almost like the Chargers kind of doing like a Madden style defense when, you're playing Lamar Jackson or someone and they're running all over you. You're like, what can I do to stop it? Okay, well, I'm just going to put a quarterback spy a bunch of other guys. Watch this. They drop 9 here into coverage. Both D tackles drop. And this is a play probably just to try and throw Dart out, make him see different looks, try to throw him off of his rhythm a little bit. And look at this. He steps up, gets both of them to commit and jump, get off their feet, and he still finds a soft zone to throw the ball to Neighbors. Oh, man, I don't know. Dude, Neighbors getting hurt is just so brutal. But we'll talk about that. Design run all the way here. Perfectly designed play call. It also works out very well because both the interior defensive linemen are in more spread out techniques, wider techs. So it's kind of like you could see here Van Roten. He's already got him on a wide tech. Van Roten's probably super pumped. The D tackle's trying to start going outside. He's like, great, do a swim move on me. I'm going to take you out there. And look, it opens up a monster hole. They're running some routes here as well, kind of disguising it. And the linebacker's like, what am I supposed to do here? And then he just sees Scatabo rolling at him full speed, hat on a hat. Scatabo, again, Scatabo is doing everything. He's blocking. He's able to get out of the backfield. He's able to run the ball, obviously. And I started this video with my live reaction of that touchdown because I was so pumped up about I was just so pumped up for him. We didn't know what we were going to see. 3rd and 18. Very reminiscent of last year when this play reminded me so much last year of when Joe Burrow had that Monday Night Football 50-yard touchdown run. It's like 3rd and 18. You got to get off the field, and then somehow he escapes and gets, 19 yards. Lad McConkey, more like Lad McDroppy. I mean, he was not impressive. And as always, we just cut over the commercials. But yeah, Lad McConkey was very unimpressive in this one. Just and then here's Dart, right? So we're backed up. You start to drive on your own one. They're blitzing. Pressure's coming. You're trying to secure yourself, right? You have the tight end to the left, running back on the right. And they do a pretty good job of holding up, right? It gives you the ability to step up a little bit. And then they said during the thing, Slayton's going downfield. He's trying to wave him back. It's just funny to see a guy just play, get really kind of in the zone as Dart did. And just start reacting and playing the way he knows how to play to his strengths. I thought Brian Dable did a good job of kind of working around that and bringing out the best in him. Again, some of these you're gonna want. I hate when they get tackled from behind like that. I was like, oh God, please just don't be hurt. But kudos to this defense, guys. They did I can't believe this play. I was FaceTiming with my dad, and I was a little before him. I was like, where'd the ball go? And it's like, Dexter Lawrence has the ball going down the side. Like, oh my God, score. It's a big tackle by Justin Herbert. It saves, obviously, it saves a touchdown because the Giants end up kicking a field goal. But again, more woes in the red zone where they can't get in, can't draw it up. Let's look at this formation. You have Theo Johnson on the left, little bunch formation down here for Neighbors and Wandell. Ball snap, they're still in the stands. Clearly a run coming up. And there's just not much push at the line of scrimmage. Then you bring in your kicker, Judd McTaveney, for the land of Irish, the wee folks, but he puts it through the uprights there, yeah. Proper form, Judd. Hey, it's amazing what you could do when you actually sign a guy who could actually kick. This is our boy 51. He's been having a phenomenal season. He had a great day today, but this is one where they just catch him inside. This is such a football guy, their fullback. But again, this is also something that looked to have happened against the Chiefs. I think it might have been like Tom and Fox here or something, but in a similar package, tight end blocks down, Carter fills, but he just gets hooked immediately inside. And I mean, maybe this is the design here. And Omarion Hampton does a great play once he sees Adebo right here as the cutback fill lane right there, and then cuts it outside. Yeah. So I guess that's more on Adebo for getting caught. Just not doing what he needs to do. And this is what I said in my pregame thing. Like, I think this is a different game if they go to Omarion Hampton a little bit more in this than they did. I mean, here in a couple of plays, you're seeing a healthy dosage of that. But I think if the Chargers did this more early on, instead of trying to force balls to Lad McConkey, their tight end, who didn't look that great, I don't know. Maybe they come out in this one. But thankfully, they didn't. Keenan Allen still doing his damn thing. And this is a huge win over a 3-0 team. Changes the season. You saw a huge culture-defining moment as Dart came out and looked as swaggy as he did. And the D-line did what they needed to do. They imposed their will. These were guys on this on the Chargers offensive line that were kind of backup guys, right? Joe Alt went down early in this one, but you really get to see a lot of stuff doesn't appear on stat sheets. A lot what Carter is doing, right? It's not leading as sacks, but these plays that we're watching over and over and over again, he is getting as close to the quarterback to force a throw, and he's done this in all of the games so far this season. It sucks that it's not leading the sacks, but he is clearly a game-changing player on this defense. Dart steps up, 3rd and 13. Bellinger gets it. We all know us belly bros want him to be tight end 1, but hey, Theo made a good play today. That little spinorama into the end zone. I guess we'll see that in a little bit. 3rd and 10 coming up here. Hyatt getting a lot of burn. Neighbors is obviously hurt at this point. Yeah, he's got to start sliding because someone's going to take his head off eventually. They do it to everyone who doesn't learn how to slide. Jaden Daniels, it's a great open field tackle here. Let's look at this. So You got both wide receivers kind of working up, kind of trying to pick the linebacker or who's ever covering Theo Johnson, who's doing a little out route to the flat. And it was the safety who's got to come up and over. It's a great tackle. Sometimes we got to give credit where credit's due. It's a great tackle. Dart takes a snap, takes a shot downfield. He had him, but, a little bit of it off from a timing perspective. And Slayton's going to have to step up. I mean, losing Malik Neighbors this season this is one of the concerns that I had going into this season was if Malik Neighbors is hurt, who then steps up? Slayton, probably not. Wandell, maybe. Cam Scatabo is only going to have a limited amount of. Oh, this is a brutal hold. They call hold on this. I like to defend my offensive lineman here, but just watch. I'll zoom in on this for you guys. Watch Illuminor here. He's already beat. And then here you go. I mean, doesn't get much more blatant than that. 61 again, blocking, throwing the lookout block, not really helping much, but still gets it away. But I don't know. Should be 4th and 21 if you ask me. Just got to call him out. See you guys. Again, you get to the red zone. Could have way more points, but Judd McTabbney does it for the end of the week, people. Quentin Johnston, he was a guy who last year suffered from a lot of drops. He's a dropaholic. And he looked good today. I think he had 9 catches for 90-something yards. 8 for 98 and a touchdown. He's putting together a pretty successful rookie year. And I loved him at TCU. I think in my coverage the one year, I kind of wanted him on the G-Men. Free play. Poor Deontay Banks can't catch a break ever. Oh, and then he gives up. He gives up the touchdown here right before half, with like the softest coverage known to mankind. Look at him. He does the run out thing. He's like, if they show a replay of this, I remember during the live thing they showed the replay. He's like running behind him, like trying to like grab his towel from behind, like little giants. Yeah, I think Deontay Banks has made the list. I've seen enough from him. I do not want to see him really play anymore or come back next season. I just don't see him turning a corner at this point. Not necessarily breaking news. We all see this. We all saw it with our eyes throughout this game. He's just regressing game over game. And secondary continues to be a unit of concern for the G-Men. Even though I thought Drew Phillips, he gets a ton of hate, but he shows up every game. He's trying to ball out as best as he can, and sometimes he makes plays. So I'd rather see that than someone who's just consistently getting cooked and then also has a shitty attitude on top of it. Drew Phillips has a good attitude. 3rd and 26, just back to it is crazy the second Russell Wilson comes into this game, how different it obviously looks. Dart had to get checked out in the medical tent. He seemed to be fine, but there's a body blow theory, right? You're not going to get knocked out from a flash knockout, right? You're getting a punch in the face, but if you throw punches to the body over and over, by the end of a game, by the end of the season, a easy normal one you would have taken in the round 1 of the fight, it's going to put you down because of the body blow theory. And that's something that I hope doesn't happen to Dart. He's got to start sliding. He's not that big of a dude. And if he doesn't, the body blow theory could catch up to him. Omari and Hampton, I said a lot of nice words about him before this game. I'm glad to see I was right there. So he made me look smart slightly. But he's good. He's rookie. That's what Harbaugh loves. He loves those grinder running back guys. And that's what he did at UNC, and that's what he's doing for the Chargers. And they got no one else there. I think they had maybe Hassan Haskins or something, but hey, Drew Phillips making a play. I wish they could have taken one of these back to the house. This one, it wasn't as close. That is one more guy making a big tackle because if you could get the Giants in the red zone, your defense might have a chance to make a stop. So the tackle by Herbert immediately was a great one earlier. That one by the wide receiver was good. I do love this set. Humble brag, I run this a lot in my EA college football Dynasty, get 2 tight ends on the bottom. There's tons of options here from an RPO perspective. You could just do a handoff design inside zone for Scatabo. You could also get the option off that to Wandell, slant inside to Slayton, some routes up top, over the top for Manhurts or Theo. And then eventually, the Giants have been sitting on this one, obviously, for a while to get Theo Johnson with a little shuttle pass. I think they actually ran a toss like this to Scatabo last weekend, so maybe that's why he kind of shows it a little bit. They kind of show it as hard as they do, aggressive with the fake of, and then I mean Scatabo. Here comes the backflip. Jesus Christ. A part of me loves it. A part of me is like, oh my God. Another thing that doesn't end up on the stat sheet. Let's just watch Brian Burns here. 79, I got to tell you now, I love the number, but look how close his feet are. He kind of has no chance here. He has no base. And then watch Burns just go, Olay. Boom. I mean, these don't add up on the stat sheet, but they are coming alive. Brian Burns gets in the zone more than any of them, and he's got to be a big problem for offensive tackles this season. Burns, we want to hate on guys who get paid a lot of money, right? But I think as Giants fans, we had seen for so long. Let's just look at this one. Actually, was I complimenting Burns' fault? Got a hat on a hat. 21 blocked up. This is on. Who's that? Newbin? It's a terrible angle of pursuit by Tyler Newbin. Newbin's got to be here. Let me tell you. I don't know much about playing the safety position, but when Newbin's coming, at least just try to get outside the numbers, like, and force him back, because someone will be able to hawk him. But he's going to where he is. He's not going to where he's going to be. And that's all. You score a touchdown, then 2.5, 3 minutes later, it's back to being a field goal game. That kind of takes the wind out of the sails of your offense. But I guess they had the defense hooked them up to get there. But also talking about Justin Herbert, I saw the pictures that Jaxson Dart had posted about Herbert's girlfriend. I just don't really like that stuff. It feels so personal, especially when you haven't even played a snap yet. I wouldn't, Justin Herbert had every right to go over and tell Dart to go fuck himself after this game, to be completely honest with you, because it's a little bit of a bizarre move by Jaxson Dart. So I'm glad whoever told him to delete it as quickly as they did got to him that quickly, because this would have became a whole other thing. Admit you were wrong and move on from it, because you're talking a ton of shit and this is your first game. I don't know. I just don't like that. And call me old school, call me whatever. It feels like you crossed the line a little bit. I just feel like you crossed the line a little bit from a respect standpoint. There's some things you don't talk about, like when people start talking about when Jaxson Dart's in the public, say he has a successful career, he's in the public, he has a girlfriend, or people talking about his mom or his sister. So it just, I don't think he would like that. I don't think he should have done it to Herbert. I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way. That was probably about the only thing besides the sliding. Keenan Allen doing Keenan Allen things, 3rd and 2. I mean, this is one of the best pass rush reps I have seen in such a long time. I hope we can see this from the all 22, but because I don't even know if we're going to be able to do it justice for how smooth of a rip this is. Dip and rip, right under. The left tackle has no chance here, and he's barely even getting in the way. This is the Abdul Carter that the Giants drafted at whatever, 2 or 3 overall, whatever they drafted him at. This is the guy that they drafted to make a game-changing play on 3rd and 2 to try and make a stop and get the ball back. You get to the quarterback in less than 2 seconds with a guy trying their best to block you. Doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but it looks pretty fucking damn good to me. Game-changing play. Pumped up. crowd's into it. Drew Phillips swagging out. Then you make them punt, and you're getting automatically good field position coming back the other way. Making Motor Singletary earn every bit of his like $6 million that he makes a season. Jalen Hyatt, he just suffers an innate ability to block no one. I mean, that's the thing with him. You're on the field. You're finally getting to play. Fucking attack this guy. Block him. What happens if Singletary actually beats this guy? If Singletary gets past this guy and you're standing there with your arm on your shoulder like that, fucking block him. Later on in the game, the same shit happens. He doesn't block. Is it this? Yeah. Block anyone. This is why he hasn't played really any snaps until this year, in this drive, in this point of his career, because is he just literally, can he just run in straight lines? There's like 4 guys to block on this play. His assignment is the corner who's lined up on top of him. Blocks him for a split second. Okay, shit's going on. Whatever. You're already working back. Hit the linebacker. Miss. Wandell still could get up and going. Just block someone in a white jersey for me, please. Game's on the line here. Show you want it. Because this guy does. This guy is showing that he wants it. Scatabo, showing that he wants it. 13, ain't showing that he wants it. For a guy you would think, oh my God, what an unbelievable block by Scatabo. Look at this. This is how you teach it. Shoulder, right into the knee, right into his thigh. Look at that. Look at that. Every high school coach around the country right now should have this on their tape. And then you're finishing off. You're trying to drive through them. Bodies flying everywhere. Then you get up and you try to block another guy. This guy's something special. And then you go to the well a little too much on the quarterback power, Tim Tebow status. QB blast out of shotgun. Let's look at Illuminor here on this one. It's tough. He's not in a 3-point stance. Someone's just going to beat him right across his face. Yep. He's immediately beat. Van Roten's clearly blocking down. Everyone's blocking down here from how it looks. I don't know. Something is wrong in that play. Because that is a little bit of a tough block for Illuminor. But all right, 4th and goal. You're better off going for it here because I guarantee you if the Giants kick a field goal, Chargers start on the ball with on the 30, they're going down and scoring a touchdown. Fake the Scatabo. Whoop. Unbelievable little juke. Okay, can I ask you guys something here? Who do you think you should be throwing jump passes to in the end zone? And this isn't Jaxson Dart. This is me just asking this hypothetical question. Should it be 5'9" Wandell Robinson or 6'5" Theo Johnson? And I'm not saying that this is who he should be throwing to. I'm just saying there's 2 guys standing next to each other. Theo Johnson needs to have some balls and go up for this ball, not Wandell. Because clearly the play's broken down. Who's ever there, go up for it. Wandell is going to have a better chance as a jump ball over Theo Johnson. You guys tell me, am I wrong? Banks cracks me up. Muasau, I thought, had a pretty decent game for a guy who's had a concussion a couple weeks ago. 3rd and 3. Again, going inside. 5 takes himself out of the play. You got to pull her around. Does a good job getting to the outside shoulder here. Hat on a hat. This guy, Hampton's good. They got up jawing at each other a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know. Whatever, it's football. Burns, Mr. Burns. Spider-Man starts up top. Giants are bringing 6. This is Shane Bowen called a pretty good game at the end of this one compared to what he did last time versus the Cowboys to finish it. And obviously you're playing against a banged up offensive front for the Chargers, but this is what you have to do. You have to take advantage. You have to move guys around. You have to confuse them. because they had no answers for this. And this is why you paid the guy $28 million a year or whatever it is. Nice play, moving the chains, 3rd and 5. Dart stepping up, finding some space for Theo. Theo doesn't got to do anything too crazy here. I mean, what would the Giants be doing if they didn't draft this guy in the 4th round? It's not like they took him early, you know? And he's a monster. He is the offense now. He is your offense now. 4th round rookie running back. Your boy started getting a little nervous when he's seeing these, getting the PTSD flashbacks to the Cowboys game. But this is about where it ends here. Herbert hits Johnston, who is good. This is a good tackle by Flott, not allowing him to get out of bounds. Ends the game. Jaxson Dart gets his first dub. Let's go. We're back, baby. Optimistic Bob is back. The Giants have a 1-game winning streak, trying to go into New Orleans. I forget how the Saints, they played Buffalo, so that was a big game. But now you're going to, Jaxson Dart's going to get his road game versus Saints. Tough place to play, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. You know, a lot was winning changes a lot. Obviously, losing Malik Neighbors is irreplaceable for the future, especially for this season. It really concerns me because I don't know who's going to step up. Slayton, Mondale, Hyatt can't even block. How could you even trust throwing him the ball? You probably can't even catch either. Maybe I would probably rather see Bo Collins over Jalen Hyatt at this point. But anyway, LFG, we got to win. 1-0 on the week. Things change. Things could change pretty quickly. Thanks for watching.